Hello everybody, it's Christine Bertram and I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We are into the thick of October, you guys. It's October 19th and I think that this very well could mark one of the first holiday Christmas card classes that we're doing. I'm starting to think about that it might be. We've been doing lots of Halloween, we've been doing fall, and now I think this might be the first official Christmas card class. So yay, we're here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So welcome everybody. This is the class that I do in collaboration with Rose Coleman, your gal from Canada. If you need anybody, if you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, she is your girl. Make sure you reach out to her. She has extra kits left in Canada. You guys, I have extra kits for this class if you're in the US. Actually, I have so many, this many left. I actually brought them over here to show you how many I have here. Look at this. That's how many I have. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You guys, I've got, I think about 11 left for this class. I looked at it as I'd rather have lots extra of this class because it is this one's a great one because you don't need to have a lot of stamps. So somebody who's just starting out stamping would just basically need to have sentiments and they would be good to go with this class. So it's very awesome. Hi, Elaine Rebeck. Hi, Jenna Helms. It's never too early for Christmas. You're right. Long time no talk. I have a little man sleeping right behind me. He actually was stealing my chair. I don't know if you can, let's see if I can show you guys. He is down here, there's his head. We're basically sharing the chair at the moment, but I think I'm disrupting him just enough that he's gonna get up and leave any minute and give me my whole chair because I'm sitting on the edge of my butt, you guys. So, oh yeah, that's how it goes. Hit the thumbs up, is what Deb Norman said. I'll make sure I go out and do that. Hello, Deb. A long time no chat. So, hi, John Ablett. Hi, Pat Fleming. Hi, Randy Schultz. Randy, I sent you an email maybe about an hour ago. Hi, Deanna Stell. Deanne, I owe you an email back. You sent me an email about November and December classes. I haven't had a minute to calculate everything. Hi, Linda Kester. Hi, Elaine. There's Karen Woods. Hi, Lynn Beasley. Hi, Angelique. Hi, Susan Bellamy from Florida. Sandy Sueda's here too. Yay. Hi, Debbie Gast and Jean Terwilliger and Linda Hunt. Hi, Ann Bellinger. There's Sherry Everett. Sarah's here. Anna Carter's here. You guys, oh my gosh, so many people are here already. And there's Rose. Hi, Rose. Hi, Gail Stefan. There's Bonnie Kevin. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. You guys, so I'm going to put it out here. Hi, Mary Lemke. Hi, Melody. I've been off of my email. I don't know if you guys heard, but this was a big design week for me. I really had a big, huge, enormous goal is what I would think I was thinking in my head. Hi, Jeannie Parker. Since Monday, oh man, I'm gonna have to get up and get them. So since Monday, Memories and More, Berry Christmas has been designed. We designed the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack. We designed Let's Just Stamp for November. We designed Joy of Christmas. And we did one card for Oh Holy Night, ink, paper, scissors. Happy birthday to Debbie Gast, yes. So when I design, you guys, I have to put my phone on like silent or pager or just off. If I don't, I never get designing done. I could be answering emails 24/7, you guys, I feel like. And so I really, if I need to concentrate. So I am, and with the wedding on Friday, I came into the week thinking, oh yeah, get caught up on emails. Well, I still owe some of you guys, so just be patient. I have gotten them all, right? They all come into my inbox. And so every week I feel like we do this, you guys, where we catch up on the emails. Hi, Laura Sullivan. So just know that I think you're gonna be super excited to see these cards. I'm not gonna wait and make you guys, I should say, I'm not gonna make you wait and see them next week when I do the showcase for November. I'm actually gonna show them to you tonight. So for those that are waiting for an email, accept my apology, and my apology comes with showing you what I've been working on with Diane this past week. So just know that I know that there's emails and text messages and Facebook messages and phone calls and all of the above. And that's just how it goes, you guys. I don't have an administrative assistant. I don't have a secretary. I have me, myself, and I for pretty much answering emails and all of the correspondence and communication. So I appreciate your patience. Yes, and we have a birthday girl. I am going to put the birthday tiara on Debbie so she can pretend she's wearing a birthday tiara. So that's so awesome. All right, you guys. So that's my little note about the emails coming. They're coming. Like, I'm getting through them. I need to dedicate maybe about 3 hours or 5 when I have a moment to do that. Tomorrow is the wrapping up of the designing, you guys. We have 3 cards left for the Oh Holy Night ink, paper, scissors, and I'm going to show you the first one that we did. It's shaping up that 3 of them are so far fun folds. So I know how you guys like your fun folds. And so we're thinking of a way to make the 4th card into a fun fold. But we're going to finish those 3 up tomorrow. And then I have a double header class on Saturday. And then I've got 2 events on Sunday. We have the Radically Retro Swap Party. So some of you are going to participate in that. I'm going to follow up with an email tonight or tomorrow, a private Zoom link for you guys to be a part of that party if you're doing the Radically Retro Swap with me. And I have my sale-a-bration celebration at 11:30 on Sunday morning. We're doing lunch, and I invite all the silvers on my team to join in, and they all bring their silver tiaras. They all get a special bee gift from me, and they all that attend in person get lunch. For those that aren't local, they don't have to worry because they don't have to smell the food. So it doesn't make them hungry, I hope. I think Maria is going to be joining us via Zoom. And then we're back on Monday, you guys, the 23rd of October. And you know what's in store next week, you guys? We have ink, paper, scissors on Monday night. And I'll show you those cards. I do have, I think, 2 sets of that class left. I'm so happy that we made the extra 8 kits, you guys. Hi, Hildy. You got your happy mail about a half hour ago. Fabulous. And then what's on the agenda for next week, you guys? I'm already thinking ahead to December. With the holidays in there, I have learned through, hi Carmen Melendez, I have learned over the last 3 years. We started mailing out stuff in 2020. 2020 was a learning curve in December, you guys. We learned how slow the postal system gets in December, and kits took up to 2 weeks to get to people. So I'm working on a map or a plan to get all of December designed next week. And then there might be a little bit of follow-up yet the first week of November. Diane and I have a date to design ink, paper, scissors, and Let's Just Stamp on the 9th, but every other class is gonna be done next week. So I have a big design week again next week. And then what happens is everything gets kind of farmed out to my amazing helpers, and they start die cutting, they start embossing, and we'll get November shipped out a couple times, and then December. So just know anybody that gets the majority of my December classes, we're planning on shipping them all out the week after Thanksgiving. So you'll get one package, and it'll include every class that I have in December if you get every class. And then you will save big time on shipping. So Deanne, one of the reasons I haven't figured it out yet is because I want to make sure that that is my plan for 100%. And so anybody that's on the fence about getting multiple classes in December, just know they'll all get shipped pretty much that week after Thanksgiving. And then you'll have everything in one package, so we can completely and awesomely save on shipping for consolidating. So I love that. You guys, if I love saving on shipping, I know you guys do too. That's just how it works, right? Nobody likes to pay shipping if they can avoid it. So that's what's on the radar, you guys, for designing. And so again, next week's going to be another hard week to keep up with emails. And so just keep continuing to be patient. I am going to also plan a showcase. It's looking like it'll be the 25th, I think, on Wednesday is my goal. And as soon as I can set a day and time for it, specifically, I will email you guys. I'll probably try to create an event on Facebook for it so that you guys will have a little heads up. So stay tuned for the showcase next week. I'm going to do it a little bit earlier than like the last day of the month. So yay, that's exciting. But I'm going to show you some of the things now. I wanted to let you guys all know that I did officially put the scavenger hunt out there. Yay! So in case you were one of those inquiring minds that wanted to know when it was going to be ready, I did publish it Tuesday night. Right before Tyler got here for our date night, which wasn't a very eventful date night. We were both really exhausted, so we didn't do much except for walk around the block and watch a show. It was a very low-key date night. But Scavenger Hunt is out there. It's due back into me, you guys, by October 31st. which is about a week and a half now. So you've got a little time to get that turned in. I had help, you guys. I'll be honest with you, Chris Duderenke. I asked her if she would help me coming up with like at least 6 questions to like kind of switch them out. And so there are some really good ones in there that aren't my normal style of a question. They're actually better than my type of a question. So there's some out there that are really going to get you thinking, I think. So I'm super excited for the scavenger hunt, you guys. So make sure you email it back to me, like a picture of it, or mail a physical copy back to me, you guys. I do not want text messages of it. I don't want instant messages. I want them in 2 spots because otherwise I can't guarantee I will get it off to my printer. If you text message it to me, then I have to download it, and then I have to email it to myself, and then I have to forward the email. So I'm only, if it comes in via email, I can forward it easily, or if it's printed copy sent to me, I can take that and put it in my file. So just only 2 ways to hand that in to me, you guys. Hi, Becky Rohr. And if it's bothersome and it's causing you pain or agony or stress, don't do it, is my advice. It's only meant to have fun and help you guys see things in the catalog that you might not have already seen. Because if you're like me, you can look through that catalog 20 times and it takes you the 20th time to be like, holy Moses, there's silver metallic enamel effects in there. And then on top of it, they have red and white and the black one. And I'm like, I didn't know that they put those in the catalog until today. And how many times have I looked through that catalog, you guys? So yeah. So Judy Sharp, I also sent you an email today, you guys, about backstage, not backstage, on stage in Houston. So Stampin' Up just, I don't know when they did it, but they just published rooms for people to reserve if they want to during on stage, and they had like block pricing. And so I was able to get all the rooms that I needed for my whole group, and then my extended group, and then an extended group. So Judy, I emailed you about that. Randy Schultz, I emailed you about that. If you want to be in with us on our group, you're more than welcome to. And if you want to do, we're at the Hilton Homewood Suites, I think is where we're staying, like our whole group. And so if you guys, I've got you kind of locked in with our group, and if you still want to be, you can. I went away with the idea of booking a hotel 10 miles away and renting a bus because Stampin' Up came out with a block of rooms, and it just eliminated a lot of stress and risk from my life. So yeah, so that was super exciting. So yes, if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator or discount shopper planning to go to Houston for onstage, make sure you check that out. If you're already part of my group, you do not need to reserve another room. I was able to contact the hotel today and get all the rooms that my group that I've been working with reserved for them. I'll be following up with an email to you guys too, so that you don't like double book rooms. All right, so super exciting. I do also want to, as long as I have my calendar, you guys don't know it, but this is my little baby calendar that is my, I guess you'd say my personal Bible. It has everything I need in here, and I base this is how I figure out when we're kidding, when we're designing, when it's like my map, my road map to the future. So some of you guys are wondering about some upcoming classes. And so Judy, I have you penciled in for, I think I penciled you in for a king bed suite. So if that's not right, then let me know. But I think that's what I have you for, a king. With Randy too, you have your own king with your husband. So, so November, there's a lot, but you guys, we added on a translucent floral Stamp-A-Stack, and people have been messaging me individually about this. And so I thought, hopefully if I make this announcement, yes, Hildy, I sent the PDF for this class on, you guys, I was really good. I sent it on Monday. Let me open up my book here to see once, Hildy, why I wouldn't have, you were first on my list. Yes, you would have been included in the email. I sent it out on Monday during the day, actually. Yay. So translucent florals, it's a Stamp-A-Stack. We talked about this. It came to fruition when we did the Share, Create, Inspire last month. We did a card. I made a card using the translucent florals. Hi, Connie Moore from Rainy, Ohio. That card, people have been asking if that's going to be part of the Stamp-A-Stack. And yes, I think so. Like, why not? Because that was such a beautiful card, and it was good. So that's one card. You guys have already seen it if you watched that class. So that's going to be one of them. But Diane and I set a date for the class. She's going to teach the in-person version, and I'm going to teach the online version. And it's going to be on November 27th at 1 p.m., which if you can't make it physically to be watching us at 1 p.m., just know you can always catch the replay. People ask me, can I watch is there a replay? Always, there's always a replay. If I do it via this method of a video, you guys, the replay is always in my YouTube channel. So you can always catch that, or you can always work off of the PDF. Because if I do an online class like this, there's always a PDF available as well. So translucent florals, you guys mark your calendars if you're interested. Translucent florals will be November 27th at 1 p.m. If you're local to me and you're gonna wanting to do this in person, Diane's gonna do it on Tuesday night, the next night, November 28th, and she'll probably get started around 4. The in-person Stamp-A-Stacks take a longer time. They take up to 4 hours. So I think she might start class around 4. And if people can't make it that early, they can come at 5. I know that she's going to set a hard stop of being done, though, around 8:30 or 9, like a normal class. So if you're local and you'd want to do it, it's the 28th, probably starting around 4 or 5. All right. Then the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack, you guys, that was already on the calendar. It's in person on November 4th. Diane's teaching the in-person version. And I originally, you guys might have an old schedule of mine. I originally made it to be November 3rd. And then I looked at it and I'm like, well, man, what if we use some of the new online exclusives and they're not available until the 6th? So I pushed the date out, you guys, to the 10th. And then 10th at 1 p.m. And then in the interim, Stampin' Up! Came out with all these online exclusives that are coming out on the 6th that aren't Christmassy, okay? So I'm keeping the Stamp-A-Stack set to be the 10th of November at 1. So it's the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack, 1 o'clock. We'll make the 4 cards together. We'll cut our paper as a group like we normally do. And I'm just amazed. I think there's already 14 people signed up for that class, and they hadn't even seen the cards yet. So, or maybe they just saw the cards and a couple of people signed up, but I had 12 before they even saw the cards. So that's the 10th. But in the interim, I just mentioned that Stampin' Up! Came up with these beautiful online exclusives, and I think it's called Meandering Garden, maybe, or Garden Walk, Garden Meadow, not Garden Walk. Garden Walk is the one suite in the mini, but it's maybe Garden Meadow or Meandering Garden. The paper is like so pretty and picturesque, you guys, that people said, oh, are you gonna do a Stamp-A-Stack for that? It's like, I think so. And so we are planning to do a Stamp-A-Stack for that, but you guys, December is plumb full. It's just crazy how busy the rest of this year is going to fly by, and I don't think that we want to do it to ourselves to actually try to squeeze in one more class in December or November. So this calendar doesn't go to 2024, but we put that Garden Meadow class on the books for like the 3rd or 4th week in January. So just know we are planning to design those cards, though. You guys, just so you know, we're on it. We're going to design those cards on, I think, the 31st of October, so that we're going to show them off before you can even like order the products. And just know that the garden, that Stamp-A-Stack will include the paper, it'll include the ribbon, and it'll include the gems. So like for those people that only want one of everything, if you sign up to get the class through us, then you would get your paper through us. But if people like 2 or 3 or 4, just know that that's the Stamp-A-Stack we're planning for in January. So yes, Angela, definitely email me. Anybody can email for me for any of those things. And once you get signed up, then know that you're in my book. That's all that matters, is I have you in my book. We can figure out the rest later. Like, it's the most important to get people signed up. So the other thing, you guys, last week was a free shipping. And hi, Christy Drinky. Last week was free shipping. I came up with my list of names. It's hard to see it. It's there. There's names there. I had 20 people that placed an order that was over $75 that got to take advantage of free shipping. And so I have a stamp set that I'm going to give away. It's called Circle Sayings. And hi, Ileana. It's called Circle Sayings. So somebody's going to win that tonight. And then I did, I pulled all the names for Share, Create, Inspire. There are 5, 6, 7 people. We'll do a drawing for a door prize. And then on top of it, Kelly promised me the mystery card night names in my inbox by like now. So we'll do a drawing for mystery card night. So you guys, lots of different things. We're going to be doing drawings for later. Yes, Sherry Everett, you want everything. And so your Post-it note, I'm going to send you a Post-it note for November and December. You guys, it's going to get crazy busy for us here. So like, I think I have about 10 people that I do Post-it notes for, and I'm going to do November and December at the same time. And then you guys can figure out like, and then they send usually payment for November, and then they send payment for December. And that's like, that works so easy. So anyways, I'm going to do a quick roll call for tonight, as long as I have my book open and in front of me. I mentioned you guys, I have a whole box of kits left for tonight. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have gotten these cards for tonight, this class to go. I also have it in person on Saturday at 10:30, Saturday at 10:30, and then I have it in person Wednesday night, you guys. So there's still space, and you could also get them mailed at any point. I'm just pulling up Rose. So Rose had a few people in Canada that are taking this class with her. They are Gail Stefan, Sophia Marie, and Jen. So very excited to have you three gals. And I know I saw Gail was watching, I believe. So happy to have you joining us from Canada for Rose's class. And if anybody else wants to get on these kits and you're in Canada, definitely reach out to Rose. If you go into the description of this event on YouTube, you can find all of Rose's contact information, all of her, anything you need to get in touch with her. I'm going to go through roll call for my gals here in the States that signed up for this class with me. Oh, it's a little bit of a list, you guys. So Hildy Vilches, Jenna Helms, Sarah Merchant, Becky Gandolfo, Sandy Wicklander, Sherry Everett, Jeannie Parker, Angela Knutson. I think I'm a new member of the monthly Post-it Club. I want every class. Yes, Jenna, you are definitely a Post-it noter. Yep. Donna Grushke is also another Post-it noter for me. Mary Carls, Pat Fleming, Laura Sullivan, Carla Lake, Tasha Enderby. Tasha, this is her very first class, so everybody give me a warm welcome and help me tell Tasha that we're so happy to have her here. Vicki Rodriguez, Shirley Malarkey, Sandy Suetta. So Sandy is a proud new Be Happy stamper, and this is possibly her first class too. I know you got one, you might have gotten one in the past, but I feel like you've only got 2 classes. This could be your second class with me. So yay to Sandy as well. Oh yeah, you girls are already calling out that you're here. I love it. Carmen Melendez, Marsha Dean, Karen Woods, Susan Bellamy, Mary Lemke, Becky Rohr, Feline Mays, Lynn Beasley, Christy Wiltshire, Jay Thomas. This is Jay's first class. I'm so happy he's here with us too. So I still have, Jay, you're on my radar. We need to have a conversation because I'm most likely more than okay with whatever it is you want to do, but I wanted to reach out and give you a call. And I'll tell you, you should call me. Honestly, call me. Text me and then tell me you're calling me, because you guys, if you've learned, it's hard for me to sneak away time, but if you call me, I answer the phone if I'm available. Deanna Stell, Leslie McMinn, Angelique McClendon, Bonnie Kemen, Luann Bartling, Brenda McMahon. Okay, so Brenda you guys, I have to say there's a lot of mix. Brenda McMahon. And I think that this is also Brenda's first class, and she got 2 sets of these. So I'm wondering if she's stamping with a friend, maybe, or she just wanted 2 sets herself. Jennifer Jones, Kat Fronick, Sheila Roberts, she's taken 1 class, so this is one of her first classes as well. Sherry Stewart, Carol Alanis, and Carol Lee Washington. This is Carol Lee's first class. Woo, woo! And we have another Carol Lee. So Carol Lee Crabb, there is another Carol Lee at the moment. So I have a note that we had 13 people that, I couldn't read my notes, 13 people that placed an order to get this class for free. And we'll do a drawing for that in a moment. So yeah, you guys are welcoming everybody. So are you guys wanting to see some cards before we start making cards? I'll be honest with you guys, there's not a lot of work to do on these cards in terms of for you to do. My helpers did an enormous amount of prepping on this ahead of time. So all you guys, there's a little bit of stamping. So I don't think it's going to take a long time for us to make these cards. So I am going to entertain you guys for a moment. These are what we're going to be making tonight. I think, oh, UPS just dropped off my box. Chris Dudoranki, UPS is here. You're watching. I heard them roll right by. So now I can finish off those kits. This I think is my favorite. And I'm going to show you how we did the packaging tape. And then that one's super simple. I love it. And then we've got these 2. This one I love too. So Tammy Sikolik and her mom, Sandy, did all that die cutting for you guys. So we're going to get to these in a hot second, okay? But for now, I want to tell you what is coming up in the near future here. So you guys, on Monday, we have the Garden Walk ink, paper, scissors. you're making 4 cards and you get the ribbon, the embellishments, and a quarter pack of the designer paper. And I think I have a couple left. If I get through my emails and I find that I don't, then I don't. But I know Luann Bartling, you wanted a set of these. And so I think that leaves me to 2 unless I miss somebody that I need to get through my emails. But yeah, so this is what we're doing, you guys, on Monday night for ink, paper, scissors. That's at 6 p.m. And then we're going to rock and roll into the following week. I'm afraid if I get up, Hunky's going to take my seat back over. You guys, so this is Stamp-A-Stack. So this is the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack. You're going to make 4 of each of these. And we kept it simpler for our die cutters just because they're cutting 240 of everything or punching 240. You guys, he's very late today. He definitely is. We're planning for 60 for the Stamp-A-Stack. And there's 4 cards times 4. So it's just like a lot for the die cutters. If you take 4 times 60, that's 240. So it's die cutting 240, embossing 240, punching 240. So we didn't do a lot of frills on them, but we made them with lots of layers and love, and ribbon, the double ribbons. And this one's a gatefold, so it meets in the middle here. And you've got like, so they're die cutting 240 of those and 240 of those. And then for this one, same thing. There's 240, 240, 240, 240. So they have a lot of work that they're doing right now. And this one's a little bit of a different fold, you guys. And it opens up. It's so pretty. And so, like, amazing. Yeah. So we tried to make them pretty, but easily reproducible too. So you guys will get a full pack of the designer paper and the 2 rolls of ribbon. You'll get the festive pearls. And you'll have enough supplies that we're making ahead for you with card bases and mats and die cutting to make 16, but you could easily make additional cards with your leftover supplies that you have, because you'll have definitely DSP leftover. And isn't that, we tried to make it look like a present. So they are marvelous. Yes. Yeah, it makes it easy that you guys don't have to pull out a gazillion supplies. So the Stamp-A-Stack is $55 plus shipping. And again, when we can consolidate classes, so if you say, I want these 3 classes, then I can look in the, like, say, oh, well, these 2 can ship together, or this one can go with it, or maybe they need to ship separately. But that's where if you tell me what you're wanting, I can figure out if I'm shipping them together or not. So Let's Just Stamp for November features Magical Meadow. And so all you need is a sentiment for this. And again, you'll have your gems. You guys, we did go through and we embossed on these cards. We don't generally emboss for the Let's Just Stamp. Thanks, Angela Knudsen. But isn't that one pretty? The little pomegranates on here, and a little bit of white organdy ribbon. And then this one is, you need something to stamp on this white rectangle and a sentiment. But it doesn't have to be this sprig. It could be anything that goes on here. And so they're all so pretty. We've got the insides matching with a double mat. Let's Just Stamp, you guys, is always double matted. And so, all right, so that's Let's Just Stamp. You guys, I'll be showing these again over and over, but they're hot off the press. So this one is the Joy of Christmas class. So this is the sweet class for next month. So Rose, if you're watching, like, you haven't even seen these yet. So this is, if you're in Canada, you can get this class from Rose. So this one's Noel. You really don't need anything but something for the inside to stamp, because we'll be die cutting these letters out for you and the foliage. And then here you'll need some sort of stamp to put on this white, like square-ish thing, but we'll have like our little leaf cut out for you. And then you'll need something for the inside. And then this one, this is a stamp. So you would need to have something to help like fill this in, because these things will be die cut for you. But for this, because you need to do your own stamping, this we provide a sheet of vanilla about that big, and you'd stamp it, die cut it, and color it how you want. But we'll give you all the ribbon that you need to make your little bowies like that, and then something to stamp on the inside. And then the last one, I'm not gonna let you guys see this one quite yet. It's so cool. Then this is the last one. And you just need a sentiment for the outside here. So, and then something for the inside as well. And so that is, you guys, the sweet bundle. It's actually a sweet class. So it uses both the Christmas classics and the Christmas classics, and whatever the other one, Joy of Christmas, is the designer paper. I don't remember what the other bundle is, but this is the one where, for me, in the States here, if you buy either of the bundles that are part of that suite, you can get this class for free, plus you get the promotional paper. Then for ink, paper, scissors, you guys, we got one done. Oh, it took a lot of lady brain power to get this out. Diane and I, it sucked all of our creative juices and we couldn't get another card. We did four cards and then we were done. So this is for ink, paper, scissors. It features Oh Holy Night. Oh Holy Night. And it's like we have the birth of Jesus, right? And so the animals are there surrounding Mary and Joseph. And then the shepherds and the wise men heard about it and they came to spread their cheer. And we have some more of the animals with them. And then you open it up and that's where you have, so it says, Oh Holy Night. And then the stars are brightly shining. All right. So it's your stepped card, and we had to figure out a way to put the ribbon in. So we wrapped the ribbon around the manger and we've got our little gold star, and my gold star fell off, but you get the star trinkets with this and you'll get the navy and gold ribbon because that should be back in stock. So whew, you guys, so that's one of the Oh Holy Night ink, paper, scissors for next month. So, all right. Let me just set these here. You guys can study these for 30 seconds. I need to go get the Berry Christmas Memories and More class. Oh, Hunky took over my spot. So, you guys, the Berry Christmas Memories and More class is, I think, the first Thursday in November, and you're going to make 19 cards. So this is what we worked on, too, earlier this week. And so I know some of you like to see things before you sign up, and so that's why I'm showing you guys these as soon as I can. They're hot off the press. So you're going to make 19 cards. It features the card pack from Berry Christmas, so there's some duplication in here because they gave you actually 3 of each one versus 2 of each one. So they're so it was harder to design unique cards, but you have multiple cards now. So it only uses half the pack. So there's one. Here's a season's greetings for you, and then you'll make 2 of this one with Christmas is Better Together, and then you'll make this guy. And then we have, so any of the extra die cut labels or embossing is going to be done for you. And then you'll make 2 of this one, but they're on different bases. So it's warm wishes. So you just need some extra sentiments. And then these are all my ad hoc ones. So these are where I'm adding in my own bases and my own mats that are embossed for you guys to complete making more cards. And so there's actually 3 of this style. They're so cute. I love this one a lot. So there's 3 of that one. There's, oh, this guy, my gem was moving on me. So there's 1 of this one. There's 1 of this one. So we laid everything all out. And then this one's like a card on a card. So it opens like that. It doesn't have a back because the inside is here. And we did 2 like that. So this is the other one, right? I got to glue that in yet. And then there are 2 that are similar here. So 19 cards for oh, and that keeps falling off. 19 cards for the Berry Christmas Memories and More class, you guys. So it's a lot. And we're doing that class on November, I think it might go right there, November 4th, if I'm not mistaken. So time to get signed up, you guys. We're kidding this one up next week already. All right. I think we did it, you guys. We got through showing everything. Oh, yeah. Deb Norman. I was in awe when we were done with that card. So thank you so much, Sandy. When we finished, wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. I don't know why I need to wash my hands. Do I need that? Hi, Judy Bobo. I'm glad you could join for a little bit. We actually like adhered the nativity scene down, and it was an afterthought. We're like, oh, we got to add ribbon. How do we add ribbon? And it was like peeling it up and like sneaking it and weaving it back and forth, and we actually got it. So I'm so excited for that. All right, so you guys, we're gonna start with the easy card first. Thank you so much, Linda. Yes, she was over here on, I want to say, I don't even, it's today Thursday. So she was over here, Tuesday and Thursday were our big design days together. So we got through a lot, yes. I think she was even over here Monday for a short period of time. So yes, oh man, lots of designing is in the books. I love it. So it feels really good to have a class kind of done. And I photographed everything already, and so we're working on cover photos. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. No, that is clapping. It said wash hands, wash hands, wash hands, Jeannie Parker. If you look back on our end, it says wash hands. Good, I'm glad you explained that to me. So within the next like maybe 2 to 3 days, you guys, you're going to start to see Facebook events created. You're going to see the cover photos added in my website. Everything's going to start coming out, okay? So you guys can see what's going on. All right, I got to stand up one more time, and this cat is going to steal my spot again one more time, you guys. I'm going to like rearrange him so I don't squish him. Okay. Are you guys ready to make some cards? I hope so. All right, so we're working in the book here, the green mini, and we're going to be working with the first suite that's listed here, Merry, Bold, and Bright, pages 8 to 9, in case you're wondering. There's a little collection of samples that they put here. You can buy it as a suite. You can buy things individually. I think at the moment the discs are out of inventory, if I'm not mistaken. No problem, Jeannie Parker. It's all good. I was like, now I know. So it was just funny because I don't know if it shows that way on your phone, and I don't know if I'm going to see it. And if you guys saw it, it said wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. Oh, so get this. Here it's hand clapping. Up on my screen up here, it shows wash hands. So there's just two different ways the technology shows it. I think you guys, I don't think I'm mistaken, but I think the discs are currently out of stock. They're coming back in soon. And I gave everybody just a strip of these. I wasn't about to try to piecemeal and put 3 of this one, 3 of that one, and 3 of this one in each kit. So I think what I did is I just cut a strip up like the middle, or I just cut columns for everybody. And so we'll work with our gems. I think at the end we'll put all the gems on the 4 cards at the same time versus doing them one by one. I think that'll work out good. The bundle looks like this, you guys, and it's Merry, Bold, and Bright. At first, this didn't really interest me. I'm not the biggest personal fan, like personally, I'm not the biggest fan of like words like this. They're different, but they work because that's kind of the way the set is. What really gets me going are the dies, actually. I love this die right here for these 2 lights. I love it. I personally, you guys, there was no card designed with these string of light bulbs. I just couldn't pull that together with a card when there was so much other fun stuff to do with these light bulbs. That one where there's a heart filament, that is super cool to me. And we used these strings a couple times. So we tried to use the majority of the dies, but not all got used. Just like there's really not a lot of good stamps for the inside in here. So like we have Merry Christmas, and we have Merry and Bright Christmas, and we have Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas. Like that's really what you get. And you're gonna have to pull in other stamps because to me to put oh what fun or Santa was here or holly jolly, like that didn't, like for me personally, I was like so that's where you guys are going to want to pull in different sentiments for your cards so that you have nice, like, oh, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a good new year, right? So find some kind of a sentiment to put on the inside and work with that. Then what else? The foil paper got used on a couple cards, so you guys get to play with that. This iridescent ribbon got put on a couple cards too, so you get to play with that. We did pull in, when it comes to a suite class, we do pull in other ribbons sometimes. So like in this case, we use the silver and white ribbon, and then here we use the starry sky woven trim. So, all right, so that's what we're working with, you guys, in case you're wondering. It comes from here. Oh, thanks, Elaine. So you guys, it's always, I tell people, to have 2 brains for designing is always better than 1, right? Isn't it the saying 2 brains is better than 1 or something along those lines? 2 heads are better than 1. All right, so we're gonna pull the card kits, you guys, and we're gonna grab, so very confusing because it's Granny Apple, Granny Apple, Granny Apple. Congratulations, I should say big shout out to Annette Rollin, Chris Duderenke, and Diane Bogenhagen, and Karen Forward. All 3 of those girls helped a girl out because it came down to it that we made 72 of these, and times 4 or times 3 cards, we ended up using a lot of Granny Apple Green, and I had I didn't have quite enough. So they helped me out when it came to kitting, and their stuff has been replaced already, but I'll tell you, when you need it, you need it. So in this kit, you guys are gonna have a scrap of white. Your scrap might be a long, thin piece. It might be something, but it's enough to stamp the Merry Christmas on. So I pulled in just this scrap like that. It's more than enough. You have a piece of your designer series paper. There's 2 styles of this though. So you guys, you might have this one. Oh, here, I have it right here. You might have this one or you might have this one. To me, they were interchangeable. So they are, oh, Deb Norman, I'm happy you like them. So these are, to me, pretty interchangeable. They look about the same. You've got the same different color combinations. You've got strings of light. So just so you know, for those in the US here, you guys got either one or the other, and it mats onto a Poppy Parade mat like that. And then we pulled in the radiating stitch dies. So cool. It's basically a quarter sheet mat, and what it does is it cuts it out, and then it puts this really cool stitching around the edges. And this is one of the online exclusives, you guys. So you won't find that in any catalog. Where you're gonna find online exclusives would be, let's see here if I need to log out. Let's see here, hang on. I'm gonna go www, you gotta go to the online store. I'm just gonna show you, in case you guys don't know where online exclusives are, it's thinking. Let's go and, hang on, let's log out really quick. I know we're gonna sign out, and then what we're gonna do is, hang on, it's under the 3 little things. So if you're on your cell phone, you need to go to shop products, and then there's a whole section here that's called online exclusives. And that's where you're gonna find all the things that are not in any of the catalogs. So like we did that rustic Christmas countdown kit class last week, that's where you're gonna find that. Oh, Deb said you guys, the discs are back in November 13th. Like the Traditions of St. Nick paper, the Shining Brightly, the Ad Hoc Delightful Floral. It's actually, we're calling it Translucent Florals Stamp-a-Stack, the Shimmery Glimmer paper. So you guys, that's where you're gonna find, oh, the tags are out of stock. Okay, I'm glad I got what I needed. I'm doing this for my holiday open house. We're making tags. All right, so that's where you guys can find online exclusives. That's where these radiating stitch dies can be found. All right, then you're gonna have a piece of white for your inside and a piece of Granny Apple Green. You're either gonna hate Granny Apple Green when you're done with this class, or you're gonna be like okay with it, or you're gonna love it. So I had a hard time a little bit, I'll be honest with you guys, designing this piece on this Granny Apple. It doesn't quite mat appropriately to me. There's more room on the top and the bottom than there is on the sides. So it's like proportionally not correct. So I actually thought about adding another strip of paper up there to kind of add to it, but in the end we're like, nope, just let it be. Like, it's okay. Let things go, right? And so we're definitely covering up our green polka dots over here, and we are going to adhere. We can put this down. You guys, I don't mind doing a little bit of adhering right away just to get some pieces put together. So we're just going to put this is Blueberry Bushel, and we've got Granny Apple to make it more appealing to like the male kid version of a card, I guess you would say. It's like your greens and your blues. Not to say that you can't give it to a girl, but the red here brings in that it could be like for anybody, right? So you got all the different bright rainbow colors going on. Then this gets popped up with some dimensionals. So this is easy so far, you guys. We've got just a little bit of assembly that we'll get done right off the bat. And so you guys, I made this kit up when I kitted up like to make my samples. And I already see that I forgot to give myself the deckled rectangle. All right, so you guys, now is there a top or a bottom to this? Yeah, I don't think so, because the lights face both ways. So just center that right on your card like this would be good. Okay, so far so good. Now, the deckled rectangle. You guys, I'm already gonna rob Peter to pay Paul here. So I'm gonna go into one of these card kits that I'm taking here. I'm gonna grab a deckled rectangle out. So the deckled rectangles are actually in the catalog. You should have, oh, see, this is what you guys got. when you get to this very first card, it actually has your whole strip here. And so we're gonna grab this, and I'm gonna steal this too because I don't have that in my kit. I'm gonna make sure that I replace that though. All right, so you guys have this much of the iridescent trim. And what I would do if it were me, I would take this and I'm gonna cut it in half. I don't have enough for you guys really to go. I don't think I did, maybe I did. If you go back and forth, oh, I did. I gave you just enough to do a little bit like that, that you can weave it back and forth. Your little fronts here are gonna get a little bit short. So for me, I want to have it be a little bit longer. So you could leave it as a whole unit, like a whole strip of ribbon, or what you could do, let's get that off. So I'm using tear and tape, and I'm gonna put 2 of them here on my side of my hand just to hold. Now, I want them to be a little bit longer. So you have enough to keep them the way you want them, like if it's just all together, or like what I want to do is I want to have a little bit longer, so I'm not going to worry. So I'm going to make that Humpty Hump there that long, and then my tail can come out just a hair longer, like that. So that's how I got mine to be just a little bit longer. And then use a little tear and tape here, and then I'm going to do the little Humpty Hump there, make my loop, and then have my tail come out. So by doing that, by cutting the ribbon in half, you're not using any overlap here. And then you've made your tails and your loops just a little bit bigger. They would have been fine if you left them the way, if the ribbon, oh man, there is ribbon, ha ha. I didn't have to steal ribbon. All right, so now we're just gonna take the dimensionals and pop these on. And that goes kind of in the middle here. Just like that. All right, and then I can trim this guy one more hair. Definitely use your ribbon scissors to trim this ribbon. It really helps. Okay, so now we can do our little bit of stamping. And what it is, blueberry bushel. And then we have an inside. And for now, what I did is I just stamped the light bulb like that. So we'll just do that. So that, I did pull in gray granite for that. So let's use that. And we're gonna pull in the piercing mat. So I would definitely stamp the topper first. And I have it like it's hanging from the top. And then we'll use blueberry bushel. The bright, cheerful colors. I definitely agree. So make sure you grab that light that matches whichever one you're doing. So this light bulb looks like this. So that's why I'm going to use this one. Apparently, I'll be honest with you, I didn't catch that on here, that this card has the other light bulb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix that and actually stamp the other one on here. Oh, we didn't get enough ink. Hang on. Let's get ink on here, and then perfect. Okay, so now I have the correct light bulb for my sample card there. All right, then you guys, with your scrap, you just want to do Merry Christmas. So I believe most people got, if I look in the kit for you guys, people got a scrap that might look like this, something like that. You can fit Merry and Christmas next to each other. But for me, mine can go on top of each other because I grabbed a different size scrap here. And we're just going to stamp these both at the same time. And just let that ink hit the paper and let it transfer nicely. And let's close these up then, because I think that's it for stamping on these two, this card. And then this is just a fussy cutter. I'm gonna go get a paper scissors, you guys. I don't see one here. Hang on. Guys, every time I stand up, Hunky takes over my 2 inches of the chair. All right, so for this, all you're gonna do is rough cut or fussy cut the Merry out. You don't have, and the Christmas. You don't have to be super exact. You can leave a white border if you want. You can not have a white border if you want. It's really whatever you like to see. Guys, whenever it comes to making your cards, just know they're your cards. You can change them up, alter anything you want. Just make them so you're happy with them and you feel good about making them and feel good about giving them. So we can save this actually because we might use that on another card. All right, so then we're back to here. And I just said I did these a little bit kitty wampus. And when it comes to these dimensionals, they're a little bit big. So I'm just gonna cut some of those in half. And so if you guys, Gina was live yesterday. Gina Bulow, I think yesterday was Wednesday, yep. So if you wanna see what she has coming up, she has her card buffet cards designed. If you go back to Wednesday, yesterday's video at 10, I think she showed them off. And she also has her her technique class that she's doing early in November. She's got that done. And Jenna Helms, who's also my team, she's sending me her cards so I can share them off or show them off in the showcase video that I'm doing next week. So you're gonna be able to see, you guys, I'll have lots of card making choices for the month of November. So that's it. So we're gonna wait and we're gonna go ahead and add our little discs at the end. When we have all 4 cards done, I'm gonna just pull out all the discs and we'll embellish each card at the same time. So that's it, you guys. This was your easy peasy lemon squeezy card. You just need a sentiment, cut it out and put it onto that little red rectangle. So very good. All right. Yay. You guys, see, I told you, like these cards are like lickety split. This one is what's next. So we're just gonna set that off. I lied. That's not the one I want to do next. I want to do this one, and this card looks like this. So if you guys have these dies at home and you're loving the way that these filaments look like and you want to die cut your own silver pieces, go for it. There is another one that didn't get used. It was that one right there. It did actually get used on the other card, but you could use this one or you could use that one. I will be honest with you, I could not ask my die cutters to help make more. They made whatever 72 times 2 is 144. And then another 72, that's how many of those they die cut for this card, plus the toppers, plus the bulbs, you guys. I feel a little bit guilty right now. And then on this one, you guys, they die cut all those and they enjoy, I hope they enjoy doing it. They know it makes you guys happy, so they don't mind. So we have a little silver topper. This is part of the DSP. The colors do make me happy too. You guys, this is embossed with that cherry patterns embossing folders. So there's the circles, and then there's one with stripes. And this is the circle one. And the stripes are gonna get used in the November monthly class. There's one coming up with a tree. So you have this, and then you have a scrap for your Have a Merry and Bright Christmas. So these are for us to stamp sentiments on. So there's some scraps. You'll have a basic white piece and a granny apple for your front here, like that. You'll have the 2 bulbs in Melon Mambo and Granny Apple. You'll have the toppers, and then you'll have something that looks rinky-dinky like I'm giving you a scrap. It's a scrap of silver, and this is really all you need is that much. Some people got a longer one like this. Some people got shorter ones. But basically, oh, and you guys look at my kit here. There's actually, I left a piece in here. This is actually part of your kit. I promise you, it's part of your kit, that little guy. What happened was, when it came to die cutting, my die cutters cut this. And everybody got a small section of that. So like I only had to cut maybe 16 of these, or I should say they helped cut 16 of these versus 72 of these, right? Because everybody got a section. And so this is what you're gonna save and use to glue your ornaments to the top, all right? You'll have a piece of basic white, and then you have your Granny Apple green for your base. I go another Granny Apple. So let's burnish our edge here. And we can glue this designer paper down, and there's no reason why we can't glue our white. Now, I will tell you, if you want to do something to the edging of this, like let's say you want to like sponge or blend ink on the side here in Melon Mambo, you could add Granny Apple. But if you don't like it so white and you want to do something to the background, you definitely would want to do it now before you go ahead and glue this down. But I'm okay with it being clean and neat back there, which is the complete opposite of what I said. I think I like normally like there's too much white space back there, but I feel like with you add the discs, you add the bulbs, you add that, there's a lot going on to this one. There's not like too much white space. But if you don't like as much white space as there is, you guys just find a way. You could take one of these decorative masks and you could mask some color onto it. The next card, or the last card we're going to work on, uses this mask. So you could definitely put a little texture on the back of this if you wanted to. But we have this. Now make sure when you glue this on, you guys, glue it to the bottom part. These cheery patterns are 3-inch folders, so they don't emboss the bottom half. And the other thing is, you guys are going to have, I'm going to show you, you have a hole in yours. And the reason you have a hole, let me show you your kit real quick. It's I think that one. So you guys, when you open up your kit, you have a hole right here like this. You see that? That's because we were strategic and we cut, so you have like a little piece like this, you guys. See, this one looks a little different, but that's in there. And like these, we put 2 scraps in here like this. So you definitely have enough, all right? And complete with a honey hair probably. All right, so you have a hole like that. So that is because on this next card that we're gonna work on, that die got cut out of that other mat. So we were trying to be very big paper conservationists. For my sample here, I don't think I remembered to do that. So, but we did that for the die cutting and then embossing it. All right, so we're just gluing that onto the bottom. We need my paper scissors here. We're gonna trim off anything that hangs over like that, you guys. I'd rather have it too long for you than too short. So just go ahead and trim that off. And then what you're gonna need to do is grab your tape, your tear and tape. So this is the silver and white ribbon. So you're gonna need multiple pieces of the tear and tape though, because they kind of like overlap. And right now, what we did in your kit is we gave you enough to only, it looks like, oh, she only gave me enough to do one time, right? Nuh-uh. This ribbon is out of stock, you guys. It is not available. So you want to guess what? There's no ribbon behind this. So if you want the double ribbon look, okay, so one ribbon is fine. You guys have enough to do one ribbon, but if you want the double ribbon look like I have, take your ribbon, cut it in half. What you're gonna do is prep the back here with some tear and tape. All right, like that. You're going to take this now, and you're gonna slightly, we're gonna need to get a little tape on the front here too, and you wanna make sure you have the tape in far enough. So like right here and right here. So you guys, this is our way of saving ribbon when it's out of stock, right? Stampin' Up! Tells us to punt or to improvise, and so we use more adhesive, I guess. But what you could do now is cut that in half one more time, and you're gonna line them up like that, right? So I will be honest, this first one's got nothing to stick to. So let's just focus on the one first. So we're gonna put this one down, and I'm gonna put the silver right along the top edge of the DSP, right? But we're gonna have to put, this, it does use a little bit more tear and tape than normal. So now we're gonna put that over the top, and then we can set this one right into it. And if you put it right, like slightly below, it just makes it look like a little bit thicker of silver. right? It just gives it a little more character. But again, it's more tear and tape. So let's prep. We need 2 for that side. And I feel like we're gonna need 4 for this other side. And I lost it right there it is. So let's take this and I'm gonna put this over the top. I'm not gonna pick this off. That's gonna hold. This one can definitely take that. This will eventually get picked off. Now let's take this and fold it in half and we'll do that same thing. Now again, you guys, if you don't want the double look like this, like that, the double like it just makes it look a little thicker and that there's more going on. So we're gonna take this one and that top silver line goes straight with the designer paper. And we're gonna put 1 over the top and 1 over the top. And then this one's gonna go slightly below it, so it gives it just a little thicker of a border. And we have that ready to go, and this ready to go. All right, so made us work for a little bit extra ribbon. If you guys own the silver and white ribbon at home and you just want to cut another 5-inch piece, go for it. But we had to be really conscientious about how much ribbon we gave to everybody so we didn't run out of ribbon, because the roll goes that much further when you don't do that. So I'll be honest, like if this is 2.5 inches times 2 is 5 inches, whatever 72 times 5 is how much we saved by doing it this way. All right, so we've got that ready. And now what we can do is well, let's do this. All right. You have these guys. Now, if you want to die cut some filaments for yourself, go for it. But get those cut first. But we didn't put them on this card because we had them on the other 2 cards. What I'm going to do is take a glue dot and put it at the top of each of these. Like this. And then they're at the top. And then I'm just going to set my topper. I guess I was referring these into the PDF as the topper. Hildenel, did you ever find your PDF tutorial? Is it possible that it made it into your junk folder? All right, so there you have those. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop these up. Hi, little boy. Oh, are you waking up now, huh? I told everybody you were gonna wake up right away and be gone. All right, let's grab this one and then this one. And I'm not gonna worry currently about the top part, but I do want to make sure, so you guys have a certain amount of this. You just want to make sure you don't put your ornaments too low. I do have the green one higher, so just gently set it down and don't squish it in case you need to pull it back up. And then this one going over here, a little bit lower, something like that. Now, I have these 2 pieces are what I found myself. 2 things. You could glue these on, right? So this is gonna glue here, and then you have this piece is gonna glue here. You might be hating me right now because you're like, how are you supposed to glue that little snibbling on? Well, very carefully, I would say. If that is not something you wanna do, honestly, take a gray or a black marker and get your ruler out, like put it right here, and just make sure it's flat, take a ruler, and then take your black pen or take a gray pen or a marker and just draw a line and give yourself the ease of just drawing the line up to make your ornament, because you need your ornament to be attached to something up here, right? So what I would do, if it were me though, I'm just gonna take a little dot'll do ya, a little bit of liquid glue right there on that one. Tweezers might come in handy if like you like a whole, like you want to be like a doctor here, your card surgeon. And I'll be honest, that one is actually long enough to put on the side. You don't need it very long, so I'm just gonna, that's the perfect length to put right there. And you just want to make it look like it's attached. Okay. All right, so like really that was not even, I think that's like 3/4 of an inch. So you could also, if you wanted, put a little bit of glue at the top of that to make it look like it's connected, but honestly, I didn't necessarily do that to here. Like it's just a little line, but from the top here, it looks like it's connected. Like I'm not gonna dissect it that much. All right, so then This guy, we need even less. Hi, Becky Gandolfo. We even need even less of this. So I'm only going to put a little bit of glue, maybe on a 1/2 inch of this. And that one on here. Okay, and then all you need to do is take your paper scissors and snip that off. So you have this left if you want to do anything with it or throw it away, whatever you want, guys. All right, so there's that. That's gonna go on here, and I think we're safe to put that on now. So let's grab our dimensionals and just pop them on the back here. Perfect, and then this is gonna get set. Now if you end up getting glue or any kind of goo on your foil, just take the acid adhesive eraser with a Q-tip and you can get that right off. So this is gonna get put up right about here. And so you've got the circles kind of in the background, just adding a fun element to it. And now we can do a little bit of stamping. So now we're gonna need our melon mambo. So we're gonna have to take a moment and clean off this one. We'll clean off this. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. And we'll clean off that guy. Okay. You guys, my chamois is getting dried out, so it's like not wanting to bend. So I gotta rehydrate that guy. All right. So you have your scraps, and we need melon mambo. And then we'll also stamp our inside at the same time. And on the inside of this one, you guys, we have an ornament that looks like that. So we have Christmas, so we can put that right here. Good. And then we need Mary, and we can put that there. And then we need Hava and Bright. So let's put these next to each other and just put those here. All right, I'm good with them being a little bit curved. So it says have a merry and bright Christmas. So between our scraps, oh, we're not done with this. We're stamping our inside, and we want to go back to the gray granite. If you guys have smoky slate, if you have basic gray, that could work too. And we're gonna put this over a little bit more to the right than the left than we did the last one. And then grab that round bulb. That's gonna go right about there. It's nice that they made these photopolymer. Hi, Catherine Healy. All right, so there's that. So we can take our paper scissors and we're gonna trim. Okay, seems tedious, right? If you don't want to go through the process of doing this, you could have stamped your sentiment right on here. So you could have stamped the words. That's why we designed it just like this, so that you could stamp your sentiment on here, or you could do we sent scraps along just in case you didn't want to stamp on and you wanted to like kind of pop these up. Okay. So let's just cut. There's that for Christmas, and then these guys. These guys. And then I'll save this scrap because the next card, I know there's another card I think that uses this. All that is, here's Hava. And so for those of you gals that took the Autumn Creative Escape with me, there were 9 cards that we did, and they got kind of hand-picked into certain classes over the next months, and this is one. So you guys, if you did the escape with me, you might feel like deja vu because this was one of them. So you can just figure out how you want that to go on here. And I'm actually gonna pop them up with dimensionals. And you guys, stamp a nice sentiment on the inside here. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it because whoever wins this card in the future will be able to stamp their own sentiment in there. So let's go like this. We haven't gone through and pulled names recently, so it's on our radar to do that. We've got, I think we had gotten all the way caught up to July or something, and then we kind of fell off the bandwagon again. That's what happens, you guys. We can stay so on top of something, and then all of a sudden the next minute we're a month behind. So we're going to take these half ones, or that one's not going to go because it just curved over on itself. All right, we'll throw you away. But we're going to take the ones that once you cut them in half, if you have the small dimensionals, they're the perfect size for these guys. All right, so there's that, and then this one. Perfect. So anybody that joined me a little bit later, I did show off some of the November card classes that are coming up soon. So you guys can always go back and catch the replay to see them. So just gonna lightly set these here. And if I need to move them at all, I can then. And bright. Christmas. Good. And then if you're like, oh man, I wish that was up, they're not sticking down quite yet. So you can rearrange these if you just are setting them. There. Okay. Have a merry and bright Christmas. We talked early on. Kitty's sleeping. Yes, Catherine Healy. Let me show you. I'll show you guys. He did rearrange. Hang on. Hang on. There's an ear. Can you see the ear? There he is. That's Hunky. He's like dreaming because he's doing the little twitchy tail thing. So, all right. There we go. We got that one done. All right. So again, discs are going to be later. At the end, we will put all of the embellishments on. I don't know. I haven't seen Honey and Hunky or Honey and Tigger for a little while. So, all right. We got 2 done. So pretty. Yay. Awesome. We're going to do this guy next. I am super excited to share something with you guys. I learned this indirectly from Rose, but she doesn't even know she taught me this because somebody else actually told me about it. I think it was Emily Buska. Emily helped me out with this. I can't wait to show you. So if you guys haven't seen Rose do this, this is awesome because like I would never have thought to do this. So in this kit, you guys, so many pieces. All right, let's look at what you have. So you have a white deckled rectangle, which goes on top of the Melon Mambo deckled rectangle, which got cut from the other kit, okay? So you've got that. You have a scrap of white in your kit. It might be long strips, right? It's all you need to do is get a Merry Christmas out of there. I have this scrap that I think, oh yeah, that'll be perfect. We're just gonna use this scrap to continue doing it. Thanks, Judy. When is the next escape? So that's a very good question, Catherine. I'm gonna show all you guys. You can get in on the Winter Creative Escape. You can, oh, you like my sweatshirt. Wait, where did I just see that? Oh man, way down here. And I missed a whole bunch of comments I'm seeing here. You guys, sometimes they fly in here. Laura, so Tyler got me this from when we went camping. It's McCann River. And apparently I made a comment about a year ago that Tyler doesn't buy me many things. And he watched that video and he's like, what are you talking about? I just bought you that sweatshirt. And so I had to eat my words. So this sweatshirt will always be my remembrance of that. So Catherine Healy and anybody else who is interested in the next escape, go onto my website, cardsbycrispy.com. Go to the events calendar. So when you click on events, it takes you to the events calendar, which is where you guys can see like tonight's class and all the information. Toggle, it's January. You guys, it's only like 3 or so months away. One of the only things I have out here is January 11th. You can go to the Winter Creative Escape 2024. It's online or in person. And if you click on here, that's the registration form. The coming soon needs to be taken off because I already have the registration form out here. So you guys can get signed. Oh, it's the autumn one. Hang on. I got to figure that out. So apparently, oh, it's right. I just have to change the name there. That's supposed to be Winter Creative Escape. But if you guys look in here, it's Winter Creative Escape. And it has on here, sign up by, I have here, so this is the right one. You guys, I just need to update that. So ignore the autumn and pretend it says winter. You guys, you can't catch everything all the time. I'm so happy you asked, Catherine, because now I can go in and fix that. Like, I take things from the past and I copy them over and redo them. So that's why things don't always get updated. All right. Oh, I hope you guys can understand. So we have the 3 foil bulbs. You have 3 foil toppers, and 3 of those awesome heart filament things. I love them. They look like a heart. And then you guys will have a string like this. Some of you got the 1 string, some got the other string, but ultimately it looks like something like that. You got some iridescent trim, and then you've got your designer paper, and you either got this one or this one. To me, again, they're interchangeable. We could give you a nice big mat because we could use both sheets from the pack. And then if you're Mary Lemke, you're gonna wanna cut out one of like a deckled rectangle or some sort of shape, cut it out of here, and then it gets covered up anyways because this will go over the top of it. So you can cut like a little die cut shape out of this mat. And that will go on your green. And then you have a piece of white for your inside. And then you have your Melon Mambo base. It's all about the base. So, all right. And it's getting colder here. So I pulled out this sweatshirt and I hadn't worn it much since he gave it to me. So he was very like, oh, you're wearing my shirt. So you guys, this is what I learned from Rose. I'm coming back full circle. You're going to take these little filaments and you're going to put a little bit of liquid glue on them. Okay. If you have the tweezers, that might help. You can hold with the tweezers and you don't get glue all over your fingers. But this is what I learned. You put a little bit of liquid glue on them and then you let them sit on your silicone sheet for a moment in time while we work on something else. And then we're going to come back to them and the glue is going to be tacky and it's not going to like run and put white glue all over your foil, okay? It's gonna be making them into a little gooey sticker. All right, so try not to let anything on top of these. Set them off to the side, right? Like far enough away that the cat won't jump up and get their body like stuck, stuck on their fur. But what we can do while we let that dry is let's grab our Melon Mambo again. And we don't even have to clean the stamps in between because we just used Melon Mambo on the Christmas. So I kept it with Christmas. And then we have the Mary. And there's that. Our inside has one of the bulbs. So let's see if we can strategically put that there for the second. Go back here, grab our gray granite, and inky dinky doo. It's really crooked. Let's try that again. Let's put this back. So you guys are actually the guineas tonight. I haven't done this class in person yet. That is very rare. Normally I have done at least one of these classes in person and we've ironed out all the kinks. But hopefully there are no irons out to kink, or hopefully nothing needs to be unkinked. Okay. Hopefully all the irons in the fire are good. All right, so that's all the stamping for that. So we're gonna let that sit. What we can do is let's glue and glue. So let's put some liquid glue behind these couple mats. I don't care about die cutting something out right now, but if you're at home and you want to, make sure you do that before you glue this down. I'm good with it. I will be able to sleep at night tonight. And then this one will go on the inside like this. I know everybody does different things with their paper conservations and die cutting and mats and strips and what you save and what you don't save. So just know that it's whatever you guys want to do. Yeah, so you guys, this is nicely procuring over here. Our glue is drying and these guys get glued. So we're going to continue our gluing adventures. So this will go into this one. Now they do go a certain way, like the pattern should match up. So I think that they actually go like that because I see a hump there and like that kind of goes out. So we've got this and then this goes on the front like this. All right, I still see a little wetness over here. So we're gonna buy ourselves another moment in time. We're going to fussy cut our Merry Christmas. Like this and that, and then we've got our Mary. You just need little bits of paper to cut these out, and one here. All right, I think we've given ourselves enough time. So this we're gonna set over here. Move these out of the way. I think we don't need the scrap anymore, but now it's time to pull in our bulbs. Get that tweezers back, and I'm gonna pick up that from the middle. I feel like a card surgeon at the moment. And now that what you've done is you've made it so that the liquid glue isn't necessarily gonna smear all over the place, and it's gonna be tacky, and it's not gonna slip all over. So we're just going to put that down. I put that in the wrong spot, you guys. Don't judge. One moment, please. We can fix this. It needs to go right about here. Oh man, there's glue. What are we gonna do? You guys, so we talked about glue, right? So I just got glue exactly where I didn't want it. It's okay, we're gonna fix it. So let's pick up this one, and not putting that up so high on this one. We're gonna put it like right where the bulb top starts, like where the the dirt road ends. All right, so right here, there, all right? And then the last one. Now I've learned my lesson. Oh, I can't pick it up like that. I'm not right-handed. Hang on, we're gonna go, I mean, I'm not left-handed. I gotta go like this. All right, so our last one here. Perfect. So you're just going to set them on there, and they're pretty sticky. Like they're dry, like right now, already dry. All right. Whew, you made me nervous, you guys. I think we can fix that though. So now just grab your glue dots, and you're going to put these right on the tops of your bulbs, and then pick these off like that. And you're gonna set this right into it. So that's how it should look, right? Super cool. And then we've got this one and our sad face one. The top that ripped off there, or whatever, that was fine. That's gonna get covered up. But you guys can see, I've got a little smear going on right there with the glue. So we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna, oh yeah, I can just get a piece. I usually keep Q-tips around here, but I, for some reason, think that I don't have a Q-tip. So we're going to take, oh yes, Laura, this is a very fun card. All right, we're gonna put our tear and tape on the back edges here of our deckled rectangle. And we're gonna take our ribbon and cut it in half like cut it at an angle, which is perfect. Then what you can do is take that, fold it in half, and you're gonna have that come out the middle on this side, tear and tape it, take this one, do the same thing, and have it come out right through the middle. Perfect. And then you've got your tear and tape ready. All right, so we're doing good. Dimensionals. And we're gonna put a few of those, or 6 of them, on the back. The light bulbs are so pretty. They really are, you guys. Oh, got an extra one. So this is gonna go on next. I always trim the ribbon tails like kind of at the end, you guys, so hang tight on that. We'll do that yet, because I don't know where I'm gonna trim them yet. So we're gonna set that there. And put this right onto the front of the card. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna get my Goo Gone. It's actually called adhesive eraser. And we're gonna try to use this without, I don't think I have Q-tips here. So it's called adhesive remover, and it really does come off a foil like lickety split. It's awesome. So I'm just going to show you the before is like that little mark right there. Let's see if you can see that. It's right there. And I'm gonna just, if I had a Q-tip, it would be amazing, but I don't want to fight with the cat anymore. So I'm just going to dip my adhesive eraser right into my paper towel. And I'm going to work it. No diggity, no doubt. All right. Almost gone. I think I need to get just a little bit more. Okay, hang on. Wait for it. It really does just kind of like slide right off. Okay, so there. You can see the side is gone. It's nice and, let's see if I can get that. Oh, there it is. Nice and shiny. See, it's gone. So if you guys are ever frowny face because you got glue on your foil, just know it's fixable. You just need to have the right tool. I'm trying to get this little middle section right here as well. It's kind of dried on there, so I'm just got to work at it a little bit. But there it is. So there it is. What is this is the question. Is that like oil or is alcohol based? I would definitely say it's probably not alcohol based. It says removes duct tape, masking tape, carpet tape, mounting tape, weather stripping tape, stickers, labels, tar, gum, caulk, crayon, and more. It doesn't even say glue. But it doesn't say, it says works on windows, walls, floors, furniture, glass, carpet, metal, and plastic. It doesn't even say foil. So what's in it? It says it's a general purpose adhesive remover. Contains petroleum distillates. Harmful or fatal if swallowed. So we're definitely not going to do that. So, but yeah, you guys, I bought this a few years ago and I've really used a little bit of it over the years. So I just keep that here handy. Okay. So, can you show the bottle again? Oh man, yes I can. Hang on. It looks like this. So this is the generic. Who is in charge? The kitty, right? The kitty seems to be in charge, even though he doesn't know it. Adhesive remover. It's duck, but they make one called Goo Gone too, which Goo Gone is the same thing, I think. All right, you guys, let's get the magic happening for the rest of this card, okay? So we're gonna pop these over and we are going to put, I gotta wipe off my fingers just a bit. Okay, we're gonna put our dimensionals on. All right, so gotta be strategic about how we do this. So, because it's hard to weave okay, so this one right here, if you got this one, it has like a slight curve like that to it, right? So that goes back to the die, you guys. We cut two of them at the same time. This one on the left is the really wiggly one, and then this one is the less wiggly one. You got one or you got the other. Where did I get that? Probably Walmart. I'm sure you can buy it online at like Amazon. You could I bet you could even get it at the grocery store. But you see how that one curves up like that. So before I take off my adhesive of the dimensionals, that's the word I was looking for, we're gonna put this like this. You get it at the hardware store. Yep, Nancy, good job. She gets it at the hardware store. So you guys, this is how these are gonna go down. And this one, if you have the Humpty Hump, your green one might go up a little bit higher, where these might stay a little bit more in line. Oops, and there's that. Okay, so what I would do is start with the green one, knowing that this one is the one that they go more in line. Take your dimensionals off, okay? And center it on your string. And set that down about where you want it. Now, knowing that this one, if you have the Humpty Hump, that green one will go up and the red ones or the pink ones will go down. These are all gonna stay pretty straight. So I'm gonna put them, maybe this green one down. Again, don't push it down in case you wanna adjust it. Now you're gonna take this one, Goo Gone. Yeah, I think it's Goo Gone. Now this one, you guys, you're just gonna slide it from the side here. You can make it go down a little bit. I think you can finagle this just a little bit. So we're gonna bring it down a little. Okay, and then now take off the dimensionals on this one and string it on this side. And that one can go down a little bit too. So they're not all even. Now, my bulbs are not centered nicely. Okay, I see that. So I'm gonna pick this one up ever so carefully and wiggle it over a hair and maybe make it go up a little bit more. And then this one's gonna get brought up. You guys, this is why I didn't push them down. So, that's a little bit better. All right, and then this guy is still a little crooked. So you can still wiggle. Now, this string, you guys, is not secure here. Like you see this, it's moving back and forth. Now, that's fine if you're good with it like that, but I didn't like it wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with it. So I took one glue dot and I snuck it behind the green one right here. and I made sure to hit the string and the bulb so it kind of like grounds it. Now I'm trying to push it and it's not going, right? Because I squished it behind, so it's caught. Can't go anywhere. If you feel like you want to do that to this one and this one, you definitely can, but I know like now, like that's not coming out. And that's what I did on this one. I just put a glue dot behind the green one over there. Oh man, all right. So I did not pop these up this time. I glued these flat. This one was a lot of work. Can you imagine the die cutters? Oh, I should probably give Tammy a set of these cards to make with her mom at home. I bet you guys would be like seconding that. All right, so this guy, we're gonna go like that. And this one, go like that. It doesn't have to be straight. It can be whatever you want it to be. And then we're almost done. We're going to trim these guys a little bit. So I got my ribbon scissors and we're going to trim that. And I don't want to go over the edge of the card and that one. And then we're going to do this one and that one. Oh man, there it is. Okay. So you're either going to have a card that looks more like this or more like this, depending on which designer series paper you got. But you guys, at the end of the day, they look very similar to me. And we try to be strategic about the designer paper. We definitely would not have used a full mat of designer paper if we couldn't have used 2 sheets from the pack interchangeably. So that's what we got. We're going to come back and we will put our discs on this at the end. All right, so I used it first in a bookstore. To remove price tags, and it kept the book cover in great shape when it was used to remove glue gun. I got it, perfect. All right, so you guys, we're done with the sample for right now. All right, we're on to my favorite card for last, you guys, and this one is going to be amazing. So excited for this one, you guys. And this was another one, Emily Buska. Kind of like, she gave me 2 tips at the same time. We were just messaging back and forth, and she gave me 2 ideas, and I'm like, oh, I can use them both on this class and share them with you guys. So your kit has a lot of pieces in this one as well. You will have this time some Starry Night woven ribbon. Okay, maybe like, I don't know, 5 inches maybe. You have 2 toppers like that. You have 2 filaments, they're the other ones. And because we're gonna practice Rose's adhesive technique here, we are going to get these prepped and ready. And if you guys have things hanging on the back, don't mind them, just pick them off. All right, so let's, Rose, I watched you once do a live and I meant to follow up with you afterwards because I thought I heard you say that you had gotten adhesive on your foil and that you didn't know how to get it off or that you couldn't get it off. And I'm like, I gotta tell her that you can. And then life happened and days passed and now probably like 3 weeks has passed since I thought I heard that. And I can't even remember what class you were doing with foil that you talked about it, but I meant to tell you, like, you can definitely fix it. All right, you guys, I'm gonna set this off to the side so it's waiting in the wings. Now you have your designer paper that looks like this. It's 2 inches. You still haven't bought any of that ribbon. So Laura, if you end up doing the Berry Christmas Memories and More class, I don't know if you saw that earlier, all of those cards use this ribbon right here. And we just designed a class with this ribbon too. I can't remember which one it was, but we just recently used it again. I'm trying to think. I was looking through the book or through the pile. I don't know. Maybe you guys remember. I feel like we used it recently. Okay, 2 inches. And then you guys have a stitched, so this you guys did get die cut. I don't know if mine is that way, no, but in your kits, you guys, we were strategic. So when I designed them, I didn't necessarily remember to do that whole paper strategy thing here, but you guys, when you guys get your kit like this is what you're gonna get, all this, and then you get this. And it's gonna have, that is cut out of it, and you guys will notice that your white has, it's missing. That white was used on the other card. So for you guys tonight, we're gonna give this person these 2 mats, I think. This mat and this mat, so that I actually make the card showing what you guys got in your kits, okay? And then put that back here. So you guys have these two things in your kit. So we're gonna work with them. All right, then you have like your radiating stitch die that got cut out for you. This is a mat. Thanks to Karen Wetstein. Oh my gosh, you guys, Karen Wetstein not die cut. She cut all of the designer paper. She helped me cut some of these mats for in your kit. So she was a big help for this class as well. The basic white here, and then Granny Apple Green again. And then you have these amazing little bulbs, you guys. And they're shiny. And they're on cardstock. And it's hard to see the shininess. But Tammy put packaging tape. So you guys, literally packaging tape. And I have my packaging. This is what she used. I gave her my Scotch shipping tape, right? What she did is she took a piece of cardstock and she ran packaging tape this way. And this packaging tape, oh, he's getting up, you guys. Look at him. Oh, man. He's, oh, no, he just turned around. He was going to get bed sores, he thought. So he all he did was flip around. I thought he was going to get up and give you guys a little welcome. All he did was flip sides, and so he doesn't want to get bed sores. All right, you're just going to run this on your cardstock, and these, she just cut, this was the packaging tape was the perfect size for cutting these bulbs. So she ran that on her paper, and then you just cut out like you normally would cut out. And we did this on a class with the boho medley, I think, from like 4 years ago. It must have been 2019. And it made the bases or the pots really cool, like glossy. So it made them look shiny. So you guys, awesome. So she did that on everybody's bulbs for them. Okay, so what can we do? Let's do a little bit of assembly, just a little bit. We're gonna get these two pieces glued. So you guys, these are snowflakes. It's from the Snowflake Sky embossing folder. And what we're gonna do is put a little bit, oh man, you guys, the helpers appreciate that. Yeah, they do so much to help. So I'm able to design the classes the way that I always have, you guys. I've always been a big advocate for die cutting, layers, embellishments, ribbon, die cutting, like the whole 9 yards. I never had to sacrifice my designing when I got bigger because I have helpers that are so willing to help me do the die cutting. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm gonna put the glue over here. If I didn't have helpers, we wouldn't be doing cards like quite this elaborate, I think. So I keep them very happy. So you guys, this is gonna line up so you don't see the white over on the edge here. So it's gonna be flush. Oh, he left, you guys, I can sit back. Oh man, does that feel good? All right, so that's flush on the top and you don't see any white on the left-hand side here, okay? All right, now if there's any overhang, now's your time to get it. And look at the back. Hi, Sherry Martin. Yeah, the colors are super together. I think this, you guys, I absolutely saved my favorite card for last. I cannot deny that. That's flush now. And then the back looks horrible, but nobody's gonna see that. And now that's gonna get put right down onto our Granny Apple mat. All right. That goes right here. And perfect, something like that. And then we have this mat. I don't know, we can't put this down yet though, because we have a little bit of work to do on this. So we're gonna that's it for now. We're gonna leave this set off to the side and we are going to work on the mask. So you guys, these are the, we figured it out. The 4 square masks, we figured it out that they're from the annual catalog. Right, so if you don't have these masks, it's not the end of the world, you guys. You can definitely use a different mask. But if you're wondering about these masks, honey, what are you doing? Stop that. She's like trying to find a bug probably. She's scratching on the wall. It's a crazy cat. All right, these masks are, I think I passed them. They are, I feel like they're right here. Okay, so they're called, I'm pretty sure that these are the 4 square masks. And They're the ones that are shown up here. And we figured this out when we were working on the translucent floral card last month. So that's where this mask comes in. It just was subtle enough to add a little bit of background color. And here's another mask that we're going to use for the monthly class. And so they're from the same package. What you do want to grab is a scrap paper to put underneath so that you don't get ink everywhere. So let me get a little scrap-a-roni. Okay, so let's put that here. You're going to put the white here. You're going to kind of, oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put the Merry Christmas down first, though. I would highly recommend that. So let's grab the cleaner because we've got pink going on. So whatever sentiment you want to put down, I would put that down first, I think would be my plan. I think that's what I did. And then we did the mask around it. Thanks for sharing, Sherry. All right, so we want to make sure that's on here nice and straight. And then we're going to put the Mary on. There. And then we're using Blueberry Bushel. So let's get that out. And you guys, I'm seeing that our little guys here are ready to go. So the glue is pretty much dry. It's tacky. So we're just going to set these right in there. Very nice, very nice. And then we're going to grab this one and flip this right on here. There. So we kind of created a nice little tacky. So that's perfect. Awesome. Yay, Rose. Love it. Love it. All right. Then we're going to go back here, grab our mat, and we're going to do the Christmas first because I have that centered on the bottom, just a hair up from the bottom. So that'll go first, right about here. And then we're going to do the Mary, and it's going to be to the left a little bit because that one bulb does come down on the right. So there, that's our Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. All right, I won't sing it because then it'll get caught in your head. We're going to do this like that. So the masks kind of like are right even where they're down here and then they end and start right there. Grab a blending brush. I've got one here. You kind of just dip in and lightly go over the top. You can go harder or lighter, whatever you want. I'm going to try not to go too much over where my Merry Christmas is, but you can go lightly over it. I just don't want to cover up. I'm going to go on the bottom here a little bit. Go down the side. I'm trying to go right in the middle here. Right on the edge. And I'm going to just pick this up just to see what it looks like. Oh, it's looking good. If you want to do a little bit darker in a spot, you can kind of go darker at a diagonal. Like here, if we want to do a little bit darker, a little darker. There, good. Call it good. Good. All right, you guys, take this. This just goes underneath the water faucet. It's water-based ink, so you can just rinse it off in the sink if you like. That's the easiest thing. It comes right off. The inside, we need to put another bulb, and we're going to use the gray granite again. Very few colors, you guys, for this class. We had 3 colors: Melon Mambo, gray granite, and Blueberry Bushel. That's it. And this guy right here, I love this ornament, this bulb. It's so cool. Go right there. Okay, we'll shut this up. If you guys ever get a little spot of ink anywhere, like I noticed I got something there somehow, there's ink erasers, and if you work it just right, sometimes it can come right off, and sometimes people tell me they have a hard time. So like I've got that little dot. You can just barely see it. So what you could do is when you're writing your love note, you could just get your ink to go right over that spot, and then no one would ever see it. But I have a tendency just to take the ink eraser and then it's gone. I got rid of it. So there it is. All right. So we can put glue behind these 2 pieces. And let's get the liquid glue. Yeah, Granny Apple and Blueberry Bushel. A great color combination, you guys. All right. If you're just tuning in too, just know I do have an abundance of this class left. I think I have 11 kits left. at the moment-ish, something like that. You could come in person on Saturday at 10:30 where you're doing this class, or Wednesday night. This class is going to be in person in the Hive at 6 p.m. Whatever that is, the 25th. All right, so there's our inside. Here's this. Okay, so we're getting there. We need to grab our glue dots back and put a glue dot at the top here and the top here. All right, and the silver top here hangs out, and then this guy hangs out right here. All right, that's it for that. Then we need to grab the tear and tape back, and we're going to prep the back with tear and tape for our Starry Night woven ribbon. So grab your, hi honey, 4 pieces. I think that's all we need to tear and tape. Now this one's down the right side a little bit more, and the left one's up higher. Okay, and these will need dimensionals on the back. And there's that. Okay, so what's the easiest way to do this? Personally, it's easier to put this, because so once this starts to fray, it starts to fray, and it's hard to get these woven. So I would put these, so this one starts under and goes over. So it's over the top here, and then it goes under this one and up. Okay, so we've got our string going like that. And flip this over, and let's set the green one down where we want it, right about here. And then this one comes down a hair more, like that. Okay, so before you push them down really hard, you can always maneuver them. So you've got that now. All right, so and our string's in here. It's gonna get it going the right way. And then take these off in the back and kind of get them curving how you want to a little. So this is gonna kind of, I'm not gonna pull it really tight. I'm just gonna like roll it around there. Okay, and then this one, it's gonna come around so you can pull that up a little bit yet, like that. Okay, and then you put the tear and tape on the back. And so you've got your string kind of going through like that. And then dimensionals. Oh, let's see here. That guy can go there and here. Okay, and then that goes right onto the front of the card. Oh, I love it. And then that covers up the hole here, you guys. Just like that. I'm trying to work the white so it's the same distance all the way around here. And there you have it. That's my favorite one of them all. And it's a blue card, so my team blue should really like that one. We're gonna come back now and do our embellishing. I did not stell anything, you guys. There's a lot of glitzy going on with the foil. I should have taken, so I've got foil right there. I wonder if I have, I don't know which part of my paper towel I should get the Goo Gone back and I can clean that up. There's a little bit of weird goo like right there. You can get that off of there. Okay, so you guys got a row or a column of the gems. So these little discs. So it was a lot easier just to cut everybody a strip in my book. So you've got, there's green, there's red, there's a bluish one, and there's 2 pinks. And I'm trying to think here. Like the red ones, they make most sense to put on this one because of the Poppy Parade on here. Well, actually not really though, because which one did I use? Oh, I used the red ones on this one. The red on here, these guys, the red wouldn't show off so much. So I actually used the Poppy Parade. I used 3 Poppy Parades on this one. So we're gonna just go off of this side right here, and we're gonna use So I put one actually right here on the ribbon, and then one got put right up, well, let's see here, one can go right there, and then you can use one more. You might end up with some extra embellishments, you guys. It's okay if you do. We'll put one right there. And then for this one, we could do, so there's 4 total green ones, and I feel like, let's just see here what I did. I'm just trying to pull the samples out here. We can do a green one here. It'd be nice to use a lot of the green ones because a lot of the cards have green. There's green there. We could use a green one on here, and then go ahead, use another green one maybe on down here. And then this light blue would look really pretty up here on that one. And then another light blue one could go over here. And this pink is so pretty. It'll look really nice on that one. And another pink one would look really nice on this one. And then there's the light pink, which could go on this one right here. Now that leaves 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. And it's up to you. Do you want to add more to your cards or leave them? Honestly, like, I'm trying to think of where else I would add some. Like, you could put one here. If you're good, 2, you guys want to use these on other projects, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 8 more. You'd have 8 more left. Save them, use them for a different card. I didn't want to have you guys losing them, and by giving you them in a strip, I thought it just made more sense. So definitely do whatever you want, but I think if you want, you could do one there, and we'll do a little pink one up there. Oop, it didn't even stick, so we could do that. So that uses up 2 more, and then if you want, the little pink one could go up here, and then you need another one though, because you want 5. There, one could go up here. There. And now we're down to having 4 left, actually, almost one of each color. So what your call? I think I'm going to call it with where I'm at is good and save those, and you guys could use them on something else. But those little discs are perfect. They matched all the different colors that we have going on here. Okay, all right. Now, I didn't Stella anything. So if you want to Stella things, you definitely could. I was thinking the edge here of the blueberry, the edge there of the pink, the melon mambo, you could Stella this poppy parade, and the edging here too. So there are definitely things that you could Stella if you want to. I think I'll pass on Stelling at the moment because we're almost at like 8 o'clock, and I want to do some drawings for some prizes really quick, you guys, before we kind of end class here. So let's get our dimensionals all in the garbage and not on the floor. So while I pull up my names and stuff like that, do you guys have a favorite? Which one? Now, I know I like this. If I had to pick, I would pick there. I think this one would wow me more if we would have, if we had more of like the little filaments on here. But you guys, I honestly, I couldn't give my die cutters more die cutting. So if you do have the filaments, then definitely add them to your card if you want to. Okay, so we are going to do a couple drawings. We are going to, I have my paper over here. Let's grab this and not ruin my kits that I just stole from. So last week, you guys, we had free shipping. Yeah, Kat said, embellishments draw eye attention when adding odd numbers. Yep, we always do 1, 3, or 5. That is right, because like with floral arrangements, you guys, odd numbers are always better, and less is more. So I always generally go with 3 to 5, and not more than that. So it's hard to pick, but the last one catches your eye the most. Me too, I definitely agree. Lynn says the last one. Love the non-traditional holiday colors. That is so correct, Linda Grady. They are definitely non-traditional. They are definitely, hi Zana. They are definitely, with the pinks and the blues and the greens, they are definitely different. So you guys, we had last week free shipping if you had an order over $75. And so I did a thing with all online orders that were $75 or more, we're doing a drawing. And we had 20 people. So, hi, honey. We had 20 people, and where you guys, here's a honey sighting if you want one. You don't have a choice if you didn't want it. Yep, you're not going that way. There's a lot going on, girlfriend. All right, so we had 20 people, you guys. I'm going to hit the word generate, and the Joanne, I will message you. I'm going to hit the word generate, and the number is going to pop up there. So we're going to hit generate. Bless you, my child. 7 is Debbie Gast. All right, Debbie. I have a Circle Sayings stamp set for you. Yay. Okay, then we had 7 people that participated in the Share, Create, Inspire card class. And if you're trying to figure out where that is all about or what it's all about, if you go to Cards by Christine and you go to my events, anybody who shared a picture of their card from the class last week, I think it was last week, it is right there. So I went in here, and anybody who added a card got in on the drawing, and Anna Rebidu, and so that was her card, you guys. So they shared their cards. Debbie Gass shared a card. Sherry Pyre shared a card. Jean Maxwell, Jennifer Summers. So you guys can see all the different inspiration that we got from Dion Miller's recipe. And so we had 7 people. I'm going to change this to 7, and we're going to hit the word generate, and we're going to see who the lucky winner is. Number 5 is Donna Grushke. Yay, Donna. You win a door prize for me. Congratulations. All right, so we got those done. All right, then we are going to pull in. I'm going to move this and bring in my book. All right, so you guys, I think we had 13 people, if I'm not mistaken. 13 people who placed orders to get the class for free. And a big shout out to a few people. There was actually more than a few people. So this is the promotional bundle suite class that I do with Rose. And in the States here, I offer people a little incentive. If they purchase the bundle as their RSVP for class, they get a half a pack of the foil paper, the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple foil paper. So Sarah Merchant, Becky Gandolfo, Pat Fleming, Laura Sullivan, Carla Lake, Vicki Rodriguez, Shirley Malarkey, Mary Lemke, Lynn Beasley, Angelique McClendon, and Joyce Koronek all bought the bundle as their RSVP for class. So they got the kits for free, they got a half a pack of paper, and all they did was buy the bundle, right? So it was like a nice little perk bonus that I do. Next month for the Joy of Christmas, if you buy either of the bundles, part of that suite, you also would get those 4 cards for free, and then you get a half a pack of something. I can't remember if it's the specialty paper or if it's the other paper. I can't remember. But 13 people in all placed orders in general to get the class for free. And so we're going to do here, I got 13 in here. We're going to hit the word generate. Oh, I got to hit it. 6. Okay. 6 is, number 6 is Carla Lake. All right, Carla, you're the lucky winner for the door prize for class tonight. So congratulations to you. Yay. So we've got Debbie and Donna and Carla. Now, Kelly said she messaged me, mystery card night. So let's see if I can find. Hi, Lisa LaFramboy. I'm glad you made it. Yay. Let's see if I got it from her. Kelly Lamb. She sent it to me, you guys. We had 22 people that entered into the mystery card night drawing. So we had mystery card class on Monday. Where's my thing? So you gotta do this every time. In case you missed mystery card night, make sure you go back to Monday night and watch the YouTube. My card is not finished, I'll be honest with you guys. I did a lot of designing, but did not finish the design of this one. So this is what we did on Monday. So you can kind of see what I was working on Monday. And so that's what, I didn't decorate, you guys, I haven't finished it. Somebody's gonna ask me for a picture of it. I'm like, I don't have it yet. So, but there are 22 of you. So in case you're wondering where that's all about, if you go to my past events from Monday, you go into the discussion. Kelly pulled all the names here from the sharing post. So you go in here and people shared a picture of their card. So that's Tony's card. And then we've got Paula's card. So people shared their cards, you guys. And so there's the inside of Paula's. And so we had 22 of you guys who shared your cards. So we're gonna go back here and click on 22. and hit the word generate. And it's number 3. All right, I need to get a piece of paper here. And, oh, I have a piece of paper, hang on. We are gonna go right here so I don't lose it. So we're gonna do, because there are only 20 people, we're only gonna do one. So the mystery card, we're gonna see who the winner is. Let's go back to see who number 3 was. It was Paula Rice. Very good, Paula. All right, we have Paula. You are our winner. I love it. Okay, Paula helps me out. Whenever I get my clue 1 ready, I actually email her immediately, and she proofreads it for me, you guys, and she finds the errors before you guys find the errors. So congratulations to Paula Rice. I love it. Awesome sauce. Okay, so I don't know. We're still live, I think. Yep, okay. I just clicked on the live chat or the video. Let's play. Perfect. Okay, so I don't know how much else we have for tonight. I'm very appreciative of everybody who took this class with Rose and myself. We thoroughly love working together and bringing classes to everybody. Rose did her technique club class for you guys live on Tuesday at 1:30. I think it was this Tuesday. No. Yeah, this Tuesday, because I was like, what week am I in? Yeah, she did hers on the 17th, and then this class is on the 19th, and I believe we each have card kits available for either class, in case you're wondering. Her class, we do that one is a free class with a $50 order using the host code, and then this class we do that you can either place an order to get it for free, or you can pay for it. So it's got the 2 options, where her class isn't that way, but either way, if you're interested, both of us have kits left for both of our classes in case you need to get them or want them. So, all right, we did the mystery night, we did the share, create, inspire, we did the drawing, we did the prize drawing from last week. I think we did all the drawings. So we made 4 cards. We talked a lot in the beginning, you guys. We shared almost everything that's coming up for November except for 3 cards that we're designing in the morning. And I think we're gonna set a showcase up for sometime on Wednesday. So we'll do it a little earlier than normal, which is awesome. Monday is the garden walk class, and then next Thursday, you guys, is the paper pumpkin class. My paper pumpkins started rolling in already this week, and so I think I have a few extra potentially, and if I do, I'll start to put them on my back counter. If you can see back there, there are no pumpkins back there. Great big thank you. Hang on. Oh man, hang on. Denise took both of them. It was last week, you guys, and there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then. So I was just very happy she took both of them, which was awesome. So there are no paper pumpkins left at the moment for anything for this year. So that's so exciting. Sherry said, great class tonight, you guys. Great. I hope it went slow enough for you guys, slow enough that everything made sense, that I didn't rush through things, but just know that you guys can always catch the replay whenever it's convenient for you. You can always fast forward, you could pause it, you could shut me up, watch it, not listen to me, whatever you need to do to finish your cards. The other thing too is you have the PDF tutorial that I mailed out on Monday. I know that Joanne, you just messaged me asking about it, so just know I'll reach out to you and we'll figure it out. And then Hildy, if you still couldn't find it after searching for it, let me know. We can get it sent out to you. We did good. So you guys, I'll see you back here on Monday night for the garden walk class. And in the interim, my goal was to get through all the emails. And again, if you guys joined late, I started off with, we've been designing all week and I haven't been in the emails very much. So I'm going to work on that. So always working on that. I think that's it, you guys. So lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to everybody. I love you long time. And I'll see you the next time. Well, I'll count to 10 just in case it ends early on me, like sometimes it does, and then you don't miss anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.